tonight. The fate of private school voucher programs is in the hands of the South Carolina Supreme Court. That is because earlier this morning, the High Court heard arguments challenging the support of this new law that would provide vouchers, $6,000 basically, in money that would go for parents to send their kids to a private school if those kids qualify.
Their debate comes even as some lawmakers are pushing to expand the program. Cassidy Byer has the story.
It is unconstitutional. End of argument.
Under the intent, the understanding, and the meaning of that constitutional provision, this is absolutely permissible.
Lawyers for and against an education trust program, referred to as ESA, made their arguments before the justices of the South Carolina Supreme Court Wednesday. The program was approved by lawmakers last year and will give vouchers to some qualifying families, which can be used at private schools of their choice. Attorney Miles Coleman argued for the state that the program should be allowed to continue and will allow low-income families to have economic opportunities that would otherwise not exist.
It's supported by bipartisan majorities of parents and citizens across the state. It's a way to allow lower income, economically disadvantaged people to have some of the same educational opportunities that are currently available only to people who have the economic means to do it.
But some parents and outside groups argue that it violates the state constitution, which doesn't allow the use of public tax dollars to put towards private or religious school funding.
Those will be paid state employees, paid for with money from the state treasury, to operate a program that benefits private schools.
Correct, Your Honor.
The key issue for both sides was whether the vouchers offer a direct benefit to a private school. Opponents say that is a clear violation of the rule.
No money shall be paid from public funds for the direct benefit of private educational institutions.
But supporters say there's no conflict by giving the money to families in a fund who will in turn spend the money on school, since the state isn't directly giving the money to the school.
The Rosetta Stone of this case is figuring out who the direct beneficiary is.
The South Carolina Department of Education believes the student, not the school, benefits directly.
The money goes to students. It goes to low-income students and their families. They get to decide what to do with it.
But the attorney representing voucher opponents reminded the court that in 2020, justices stopped an effort by the governor to use public funds for private institutions, and that this program should also be rejected.
You have just a payment that goes from the state to a private school. That's a direct benefit. Our position is that is what you have here too.
Meanwhile, some state lawmakers are working to expand who can qualify for the program so more South Carolina families can take part. There was a debate on the bill Tuesday, and that's expected to continue even if the Supreme Court hasn't decided if it's constitutional or not. Reporting from Columbia, Cassidy Byer, News 19 WLTX.
No word on when the justices will rule, but it could be a couple of weeks. Meanwhile, the deadline for parents to apply for the program is coming up March 15th.